We just talked to a sniffling and coughing Steph Curry. How much do you think that's affected him? He said for a couple of days, and could you see it affecting him tonight?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's wiped out right now. So I don't care what the doctors say. We gotta get him some rest. So I'll make the decision right now. He's not going to play tomorrow. He needs some rest. He's been sick. All the travel, everything, it's just caught up to him. So hopefully, getting some rest, and hopefully he'll be ready to go for Denver.
And Jimmy, was that precautionary, or was that something that's happened again?
Yeah, I mean, he was questionable for a reason. He felt like he could go, then he tweaked it a little bit, so we took him out. So he's questionable for tomorrow as well.
And, do you think Draymond will go?
We'll see. It's we have to assess where he is as well, but we've got a great challenge ahead to go try to win a game shorthanded, and I'm excited for all the guys who are going to be playing tomorrow.
You were talking pregame about you do have to take another look at how you approached these guys. Obviously, it was early season. Maybe the Portland game was the one time, but was just Steph's energy level part of the initiative of that conversation? Like, wait a minute, like I can tell there's something going on.
Yeah, I could tell on the road trip that all three of those guys looked tired. I mentioned it's a very unusual schedule to start the year, and none of them had missed a game, and I think they just ran into a little bit of a wall. And obviously, Steph came down with the illness, so we'll get through it and we'll be fine. But it's just a really tough part of the schedule, and we'll do the smart thing.
You got Pat Spencer in there in a little kind of a dead period, end of the second quarter. This could be seeing these players come in, not having major roles and contributing like that. Could you find a lift from something like that from not just Spencer, but several guys?
I thought the bench was great. I mean, Moses was the player of the game tonight. His defense on Booker and his shooting, he was fantastic. He's just found his groove now, after missing most of training camp with the ankle. So it was a tough start to the season for him, mainly because, we just found a different starting lineup and a different rotation while he was out, and we were doing pretty well. But he's forcing his way back into the mix for sure. And then Quentin was great, but I thought the bench, Buddy, Pat, Trace in the first half really took control of the game. It was fun to watch.
Steve, to follow up on Moses, what do you see in his shot? I mean, he seems more decisive maybe, and how much will you need him? I mean, if Jimmy is out for any stretch and without Steph scoring tomorrow night, it would seem like you need him to keep producing.
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
I mean, there's a reason he was our starter last year, the last 30 games after we made the trade. His on-ball defense combined with his shooting and toughness, the way he crashes the offensive glass. So it's great to see Mo out there. We're going to need everybody. Tomorrow will be a night where, we'll get Will Richard in the game. We'll get Guy in the game. We need those high-energy guys throughout the season. I thought that group changed the game in Indianapolis the other night. Guy and Moses. So it's fun to see when the bench guys play like that. And we're going to need everybody. It's a long season, but we have a lot of depth, and we're going to use it.
Steve, you went to Trace in the first quarter after 2 straight DNPs. What did you think about him, and especially the way that him and QP kind of balance each other out with their differing skill sets?
Yeah, well, I mean, we wanted to get Trace in when Draymond was out for the rim protection and defense in the paint. He was a real presence, diving to the rim, offensive rebounding. It was just fun to watch Trace be that assertive and really just being aggressive in the paint, keeping balls alive, and then his defense was fantastic. So especially when Draymond is out, we're really going to need Trace.
Brandon's been really effective off the ball with Jimmy and Steph, but if those two don't play tomorrow, what do you expect to see from him in Sacramento? More on-ball responsibility or?
BP?
BP, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he'll for sure have a lot of on-ball responsibility. So will J.K., Pat, as well. So we'll share those duties. And like I said, I'm excited. These are games that are great opportunities for a lot of guys.
No Gary tonight, Steve. Was he having any health issue or just the way it broke tonight?
Just the way it broke. I mean, we played 11 guys. It's hard to play more than 10, and it's nothing that Gary has done. It's just we've got a lot of guys, and we went a different direction tonight. He's still going to play a big role this year.
Did you get any in-game word on Jimmy? I mean, he did seem a little hobbled out there, but just did the back. You guys gave him the green light, and then obviously he left. What'd you hear about him?
I just heard at halftime that he was out for the rest of the game, and that's all. I mean, I didn't get any detail.
Steve, we talked a lot about focus and execution the last couple games in Indy and Milwaukee. How did you think the guys responded specific to those two elements tonight?
Really well in the first half, and then we let our guard down a little bit in the second half. But I thought the first half was great, 20 assists and 5 turnovers. And, second half we turned it over 10 times. Just right out of the gate in the third quarter, we had a couple turnovers. And Phoenix did a great job. They're really playing hard and well organized. Book's playing at a really high level, and they're shooting 1 million threes. So that's not an easy team to play against.
Question less basketball related. Prop 50 passed while you guys were playing tonight. I wonder if you had a comment on that.
Yeah, I mean, I voted for it today. I didn't love voting for it. But I felt it was necessary. So it's hopefully we can get back to a point where our democracy feels strong and healthy. It's not right now, and that's. But I like the way the law was phrased. That if the other states decide to go back to what's fair, then we will too. Then that's why I voted for it. Thank you.